Welcome back to the Auto Insider, where you come to find out what's new, what's hot, and what's not in the automotive industry. This week we have this GMC AT4X with the AEV package. If all of you been looking for a real off-road truck from GMC, this one is it. GMC says it's even just as good off-road as it is on. And when you're all done, it's still got all the luxury appointments you've come to expect from your GMC truck. Let's not waste any more time out here. Let's go hit this rock pit and put it on the road and see if this AT4X lives up to all the hype.
I wouldn't compare this to the Cadillac Escalade, even though they share a lot of components underneath the skin. But for any of you looking for an off-road truck or a work truck, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Power and responsiveness is exceptional. Let's see how it does in the rock pit, and then we'll make our recommendations for who should put this Sierra in their garage or long driveway.
For this new adventure, GMC partnered up with an aftermarket company called American Expedition Vehicles, AEV for short. That was an aftermarket company founded back in 1997 and has now forged itself into the conversation when it comes to off-road capable vehicles. So it only made sense for GMC to take the AT4X, which was already a premium off-road vehicle, and partner up with AEV to make it even more imposing and more capable in a more rugged environment. For 2023, they did just that, adding things like hot stamped bored steel front approach skid plates, as well as large steel transfer case to help protect the underbody components from rocks and gravel. And GMC went even further. They paired this 6.2-liter V8 that puts out 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque to this new off-road specific chassis and 2-speed transfer case. Multiple selectable drive modes make any off-road adventure a cinch, especially when you have terrain mode. And even though this is just the tip of the iceberg for the limits of this AEV package, we wanted to at least show you real off-roaders just what these Multimatic DSSV shocks and dampers are like on this AEV package. As you can see, we tried to get it stuck, but with this 50mm front and 25mm rear suspension travel, it's really difficult to get this Sierra stuck anywhere. And as you can imagine, on a beautiful day like this, I would much rather have stayed out here and played in this rock pit all day. This AT4X can do this all day long. And there'll be plenty of time for you to do this type of driving in your AT4X as well. It's surprising to me that only 19% of truck owners actually really take their trucks off-road. Since that's the case, let's not spend any more time out here at my favorite place. Let's take it on the road and see how you'd probably use it in your day-to-day lives. Because yes, this AT4X is a daily driver.
When talking about and considering light-duty trucks, GMC is what I would say we refer to more as the country Cadillac. As you can tell, looking around the cabinet, it's more luxurious than most of the other brands. Ram and F-150 from Ford have both beefed up the interior of their trucks and made them a lot nicer. And if we're being honest, that's been GMC's mantra the whole time. When you were looking for a luxury pickup truck, GMC has always been the way to go. And with the AT4X, when you look at it from the outside with the off-road wheels and tire package, the lift kit, the off-road bumper, one might think that GMC has changed and they're going more to a rugged off-road truck. Well, they did, but they didn't change the interior. Thank you for that part, GMC, because when I'm done on the weekend working in the yard and maybe going fishing or pulling my boat someplace, I gotta drive it to work the other 80 or 90% of the time. And nothing better than having all this luxury, comfort, massaging seats, this beautiful full touchscreen infotainment system, and all of these creature comforts that come in this country Cadillac.
Now, you know we can't just gloss over the work part. If you have a pickup truck, and this is why most people buy them, you really need it for things like this. And with this exclusive rear liftgate from GMC, not only is it power, but it's also functional. That step folds down makes it easier to get closer to the bed of the truck, and it makes it easier to get in and out. Then with this little handle here on the side, it makes getting out for an old guy like me a lot less taxing. Even though I wasn't really smooth with closing this rear tailgate, it's no big deal. And when that load's back there, how many times have you wondered, did my load move? Is something missing in the back of the truck? Is that my stuff rolling around? Well, with this great camera system on this GMC Sierra, you can see everything in the truck and everything around it. Imagine how easy it is backing up to your trailer with that view. And back to that handle. It really comes in handy when taking a load off of the back of the truck.
The Sierra is better on the highway than it is on inner city thoroughfares. It's smooth, solid, very little wind noise. I'm surprised about all we can hear is a little bit of tire noise for these off-road tires. In the early 2000s, I was actually a proud owner of a GMC Sierra pickup truck. It was a base model Sierra cloth interior, but it came with 20-inch chrome wheels. At the time, chrome was a thing, and I thought 20-inch wheels, nobody else had 20s back then. So it was a showstopper for its time. Fast forward, 20-inch wheels are almost standard even on passenger cars. So when I got my hands on this 2023 Sierra with this AT4X and the AEV off-road package, needless to say, my first stop wanted to be the gravel pit, but I had to go to work. Once you activate all the safety features in here, like your lane keep assist, your smart cruise control with your radar dynamic cruise control that maintains the distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you, this is one truck worthy of a road trip.
And when you're going on a road trip, you have to have all the conveniences. You have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, dual climate controls for your front seat passengers, so you don't have to worry about fussing about who's hot and who's cold. You even have good storage here right under your center console, cup holders, heated and ventilated seats for both front seat passengers, not to mention ours came equipped with massaging seats as well. Road trips, you gotta have a place to put that phone. Wireless charger, you have rain sensing windshield wipers, and auto on and off headlights with the auto dimming feature as well. Heads up display, so all the information is displayed right in your line of sight, and you don't have to look away from the wheel. And for those of you who like the camera in your rearview mirror, it's got that too. There's plenty of leg room for your front seat passengers, but surprisingly, for a pickup truck, there's great leg room here in the second row as well. You got cup holders, so they don't have to worry about holding a cup in their lap. AC vents back here, USB charging ports, and heated seats for your second row passengers. There's even a little bit of storage here below the seat, and there's this secret compartment in the seat back. This Sierra has everything you need for a daily driver and for a road trip warrior. How could you not like light duty trucks?
Well, that's all the time we have today on the Auto Insider, but for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, then download the SoundCloud app and listen to all of our reviews in their entirety. This 2023 GMC AT4X with the AEV package, is it hot or is it not? This one is hot, and for more reasons than one. Where else can you go off-roading, fishing, towing boats, and then go to dinner and a movie in style? Maybe even get a massage. Nowhere but the GMC AT4X. Until next week, I'm Daryl Killian for the Auto Insider.